Just a quick one today. I'm back with the Anker Powerexpand Elite 13-in-1 dock. And I wanted to address just 2 points. Firstly, I mentioned on my review video that I'd had a few problems with Gigabit Ethernet. Well, it turns out that was entirely my fault, and it was a problem with a switch on my side storming the network with packets like continuously, and I didn't notice it was doing it for about a month or two and causing problems for devices here and there. So little things were failing randomly. I had no idea why, and that was the reason it was causing problems on this dock. Since I've sorted that problem out, I've had no failures of the Ethernet whatsoever on the dock. Second one, and this is the main point to the video, is does this device overheat? Well, in my experience, no, but I've seen so many posts online. And in fact, my friend Rod, he's recently changed to a MacBook as well. And he is considering getting a dock. He's got a hub for now, but he's considering getting a dock, and this is one of the ones he's looking at. And he's said himself, you know, all the reviews online says it overheats. Well, I just want to share my experience with it, really. Firstly, yes, it does get warm, and one could maybe argue that it does get hot. The maximum surface temperature that I've recorded on here is 45 Celsius. Most of the time this runs at about 35 to 38 if you're just doing normal stuff. By normal stuff for me, that would be the device connected, charging or powering the laptop, also connected to a 5K display, connected to Ethernet, and maybe to one other device. And it just sits there and it's absolutely fine. So I thought, well, what about if you have actually put it under some extra load? So I discharged the battery on my laptop to about kind of 5%, because of course, when a lithium ion battery is discharged and it's down at kind of 5%, it's going to draw maximum current on that first part of the charging cycle. So I thought, right, down at 5%, plug it in, put the dock on. And then I thought, well, I've got a flat iPhone here as well, so I'll plug a flat iPhone into the charging port here on the front too. And so there's maximum, just juice being pulled through the dock as possible. Then I've got my 5K display still connected. I've got other things connected. No difference. Absolutely fine. Certainly not hot. Anker themselves on their website acknowledge the fact that this does get fairly hot, and say it should not exceed 60 Celsius, and 60 Celsius is completely normal. 60 Celsius is a pretty hot radiator, as in your home, your boiler's probably going to maximum be pushing out sort of 70, 75 Celsius. And that would be, I wouldn't have the radiators in our home at 75 Celsius because it's just way too hot with children around. You're going to get little burns on there. So for this to be 60 Celsius is pretty hot. I mean, I would say that's kind of a bit excessive, but even Anker consider that completely normal. And I have seen nothing anywhere close to that in all my usage so far. So if you are considering getting one of these and you're seeing all these kind of negative reviews about overheating, I'm not absolutely sure what kind of circumstances people are using them in, because they don't put any of those details in a review. They don't say, well, this is exactly what I was doing with it at the time. They just say, got way too hot, sent it back, or something like that. But in my experience, given charging an iPhone, charging the laptop, powering a 5K display, and with other USB devices connected as well, no problem whatsoever.